close by positions, and it's going to be Akaze to find the first and knock, and the flush looks for more. NB hop out, but they're already shredded to pieces. Two players already down, one low HP. He looks for the flush. What a thirst coming on through, and he controls this. 1 versus 4, but no, he's finally shut out. But in comes the cavalry. The roll down is there, and NB dispatch of the enemy rolling on up to them. Intense game 4, and what a hold from NB.
To the water. Yeah, you do not want to be fighting on land, but this spot's already occupied by Nasser.
There is far too much to be going on healthily here. Next, Ruya might have just put themselves in the losing spot on this scenario. Already the rocks controlled. A nade over the top from Xenox. That's pretty cruel. But hang on a minute. Nasa, they're taking damage. There's Coops coming on through. Is this a bit of cover for Next Ruya? Can they find landfall? These nades from Xenox going a little bit behind the progression. They might find Yekta. Sure, they get that flush, but the rest of Next Ruya can start to emerge. And Nasa now are struggling on this northern side. I don't think I would have predicted this, but what a turn of events. It looks like Next Ruya might just be able to hold on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Next Ruya definitely getting a lucky break there. The knock from Nigma Galaxy helping them out a lot. Now on the western side, Kanina Power trying to do the same thing. The water, the river play. And here comes Morph coming in the distance while this fight between Nasser and Next Ruya still continuing. So Next Ruya have 3 up. I do believe Nasser is down to just 1, and it's Xenox. Xenox gets a nice knock, though, on the other side of things. Gets the confirmation, almost goes down to the nade. Bounce back up on the leaderboards. They just need to make sure they don't lose any players here. They're heading into Inko. Inko down to 2. Good nade from Becker. Will it connect? Throws it. Falls just short.
Splits the middle there between the N-Hyper players. Next Ruya, remember they've been under this bridge for a while, and all of them are out of the zone. Inko guarding them through. In the meantime, Duxan, all 4 of their players alive in the crates of South George. Wanting to get the reses over onto Binny, keep all 4 of them alive. No eliminations so far, but FaZe are right next to them. 628 make a mad dash in front of them, trying to strafe through this open ground, but 3310 is left in the dust. He's knocked on the back lines, and Vittorius nearly finds another. Not quite going to be able to do so, and it still seems like Duxan going to continue to be pressed against this blue zone.
3 teams now at the crates. STE, great rotation. They did lose one, like you mentioned. 33Z left in the backlines, knocked. He was in the zone too. If he just stayed alive, that would have been a crucial position for them. But the battle rages on. 3-way fight, FaZe, Duxan, and STE. Is STE going to pressure them from the north side? They could third party this as FaZe is in a full-out engagement.
STE definitely has to make that rotate with 3 players. Can they hold this one down? FaZe, Duxan back and forth now. 2 players on the sideline, and Zipyan tears through them with the DBS. FaZe fall.
The whole entire lobby has to team up against Nigma Galaxy at this point to really crack that fortress open. Yeah, you can see STE running out in the open. They're out of smokes. They make it to the ridgeline with 2. They can get that reset with 3, but there is a nade coming out for the 7th element. I think that's going to hit them here. Shing picks up a knock. Where did that nade go? I think it flew too far. They're going to get that reset. 7th element really needs to land this one. Alian, nade primed, in hand, throws it over. I don't think that's going to connect. It might be close, and it didn't.
A little bit of damage.
That one did, though.
Much better from Sunar. Now has to go a little bit deeper over onto Alian's position, but Divine steps out of the water. Alian falls, and it is just Divine left. Shing is still alive, looking for that heal. And 628 have made this crossing, but can they hold on to it? Divine falls as well. It is 628 keep going.
Over the bridge top.
Hang on a minute, no, Divine's been swimming all the way through, and Binny's here to play. 4 Duxan will finally fall to Coops from Nigma Galaxy with the high ground. We knew they were going to be so brutal here, and it is Duxan to fall first. Keep that pressure on, though, along this coastline. The nade doesn't quite connect. Divine has one of his own. Thinks that the rock are more dangerous, but another nade from Sunan looks pretty good, and that will close the bidding. Shing able to find that final nade. Now, can N-Hyper keep this roll going along this coastline, add it up a little bit further, because it is only a couple of players left from 628, as now Nigma Galaxy look to extend their influence. But with 10 eliminations, N-Hyper have done a lot of work so far.
Oh, one of N-Hyper goes down here. The 2v3, another player goes down. SDE looking to win this 2v3. GK first taking a lot of damage through the smoke, and well, Enigma Galaxy is here to clean things up. They identified the weak side, and Hyper goes out. Now it's a 2v4 situation. Surely, not in Hyper, Enigma Galaxy takes this one. One of them goes down though, John. So I'm gonna hold that for now.
They might have been looking to get a little bit of a resupply on some of these bodies here, but Coops looking for that res. Shing actually takes away a lot of that utility. The bird is there, still a vehicle. They give Coops up as well, and they are just going to let that one lie. Ralph crashing back to the compound. I mean, they know they have the walls as cover. I feel like they probably could have committed for the res there and brought Coops back into the fold, but it's just not quite going to work for them this time around. They don't pick him back up at a 3 versus 2.
Yeah, that res would have been very risky. We saw Shing just pick up 4 nades, a couple of mollies. If the res continued there, it would have been another player down. Coops is going to crawl all the way back. Is he going to make it? I don't even think it really matters, though, because this next zone is going to go to nothing, and the center is right on top of the compound. So SDE will have to push in the wide open, and Coops is even going to get revived potentially.
Coops
I think he is.
Looking to get through on the smoke train. Ralph dashes out. I said they needed to pick him up before, and they are just going to try and keep that one going. And Coops will be picked up indeed. The smokes give them the cover that they needed. Now 6-8 with it all to go for, with 2 players alive. 8 eliminations so far. I said this was potentially a team that could make it all the way. I didn't really expect to be close to right here, but either way, they make it this far. But with only 2 players standing, in the face of 4, in the face of the utility that it looks like Enigma Galaxy are likely to still have in the back pocket. They have been expending a lot of nades. They haven't been using a lot of smokes. They've just been holding these sightlines. And they can look to just shut this one down. Coops swings out, looks to go wide. Ralph crossing the road as well. They're putting the pressure on. They're not letting this come to them. They are taking this into their own hands. A break wide, and Coops is still forwards, rolls down for 1, swings out, pops out the buggy, doesn't find the second, but there's the backup from Ralph. And a clean finish from Enigma Galaxy on their compound position. They're able to capitalize, and a great finish coming through from this roster. A really, really solid finish coming on through. They were gifted with the circle time and time again, but I like that flex out coming through. I like that position that they were able to take